Happy holidays, everyone, and happy Kwanzaa. My name is Joyelle Zealous, and today I'm going to be introducing Kwanzaa to you. It's a holiday that I have celebrated ever since a little girl, so I'm so excited to share this with you. The first thing that we do say is Habari Gani, which is Swahili for what's the news, what's going on. So without further ado, I'm going to just show you guys a small history of what Kwanzaa is, what it's about, and I will definitely make sure that I drop some gems, like at least 2 videos from YouTube, links that I do believe that represent Kwanzaa the best. Also, I'm going to give you guys some adornment gems too, like where do I get my jewelry for today. So thank you guys for coming. Season's greetings to everyone, no matter what you celebrate. I'm so excited for you guys to be watching this today. Thank you so much for coming back, and make sure that you hit like, share, and subscribe. I'm gonna put a link in for my first video so you can get a sense of who I am. And without further ado, this is not about me, this is about Kwanzaa, guys. Happy holidays. All right, so I have some notes here. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm an educator, so sometimes if I forget something, I have some paper just to remind me, and this is so important to me that I want to make sure I don't miss out on anything, even though I said this is going to be short. Okay, so Kwanzaa was created in 1966 by a professor named Dr. Mulanda Karinga. It was created after the math of the riots, and the Black Freedom Movement. Kwanzaa has 7 days, which means that we have 7 principles for each day, okay? And it's actually called a Nugunzo Saba, okay? I have my Kenora here, and what I'm going to do is set it up for you guys, and I'm going to go over every single principle that we have here. So let me just shift this camera and we'll continue, okay? Bear with me, I'm a little under the weather. I am setting up the candles in the position of where they're supposed to be, with the red being on the right. Whew. And the green being on the left-hand side. All right, so we're gonna get into the principles. First one being Umoja. Umoja is unity. We as a people believe that we are responsible for one another. We believe that we are to stick together and educate one another. So that is the first principle, which is the black candle, and that's the first day of Kwanzaa, which is Umoja. We come together in unity to celebrate this wonderful holiday, okay? So on this day, we are thinking in our minds how we can be united or in unity with our family and with our community. So that is one, Umoja. Okay, the second day is Kujichagulia. As a little girl, that always was like the favorite one for me because it was the most difficult for me to pronounce. And then also I just love the sense of self-determination. And it's basically like you thinking throughout the day, who are you? Who are you sought out to be? What is your purpose? What gives you drive? I remember as a little girl, we used to sit at the table and read a short story about someone in African American history who was self-determined, that beat the odds throughout adversity. And that is one of the things that I always think about when I hear about Kujichagulia. So in that day, and I'm sorry, all the principles are actually in Swahili, the language of Swahili, because it's that is, and even Kwanzaa, the name of Kwanzaa is in Swahili too, and the name of Kwanzaa means first harvest. So I apologize that I did not say that in the beginning, but that is what it means. I'm gonna go on to the third day, which is today, which is actually Ujima. Okay, so Ujima is cooperative work. And what that looks like is like collective responsibility for the setbacks that we have in our community, like thinking about, okay, what do we need to work on as a community together? How can we build to solve problems within ourselves or in our family and in our community? What does that look like? And again, every day that we had this and we celebrate this holiday, we always read a story about someone in history or one of our ancestors that worked through this, okay? And we also self-reflect on what we can do as a people. The next one is Ujamaa, which is cooperative economics, which means buying Black owned. Everybody that knows me knows I'm big on buying Black owned, not only because I went to HBCU, but also because I grew up with these principles, the Nguzo Saba principles instilled in me as far as a little girl. So I do believe in buying, not saying that we don't buy, obviously, you know, we buy outside of our own, but first and foremost, you know, just taking care of the community. And with that being said, I'm wearing 2 different pieces made by 2 different jewelers, which I will also put that kind of gem and where you can find these jewelries down below, so you can read that as well. I'm gonna just take a small break for tea. Okay. The 5th day is Nia, which is purpose, which we focus on the purpose of our future. We focus on the purpose of our family and in our community as a collective. The 6th day is Kuumba, which is creativity, which is also another favorite of mine, which is really self-explanatory. We celebrate the creative arts in dance and music and visual. We celebrate ourselves in literature and poetry and writing. We are being creative, and we're thinking of other ways that we can be creative, and also other ways that our community is creative. So that is Kuumba, right? The last day is Imani, which is faith. And Imani means just to have faith in yourselves, our family, our community. And also faith can also be you just practicing your own religious beliefs, or, you know, the higher power. And, you know, I'm always big on saying prayer. So just tapping into your spiritual self, and just thinking about the faith that you have in our community, and just continue with that faith, because as long as we have faith in each other, I believe that we will succeed and excel as a collective, as a community, as a people. So those are the 7 principles of Kwanzaa, and I always love them, especially because I came from a very blended family religiously. So I do have Christian, I'm Muslim in my family, I grew up with Hindu, so it's beautiful to see that we have holiday that we can all come together as one, and we can sit together and think about these positive aspects. Also, I wanted to address the things that are on the table. So let me get into that now. Hold on. So we have a cup here. It's just on the table, and we always have this cup of water, and this is for libation of our ancestors. At the beginning of each lighting, we make sure that we pour out some water, and we give homage to an ancestor, whether it be in our family, back home. It could be in an ancestor for African American life, or an African ancestral. That is what we do. We also have Zawadi, which is given on the last day of Kwanzaa. So Zawadi is presents. So we do get presents for Kwanzaa. Traditionally, it's supposed to be something crafted, and something that is, you know, made from the person that's giving. So that means it's just like more meaningful, and like, you know, like it's you know, it was worked on for you with your thought in mind. But nowadays, you know, we in 2021, so everyone buys gifts nowadays. So that we give Zawadi, and it could be clothing or anything like that. Me particularly, if I give a gift, I try my best, especially on Kwanzaa, for it to be Black owned. So that is that. Let's get into the fruit. Kwanzaa means first harvest. I don't really remember the name, but I will put the name below what the fruit is, but there's always supposed to be fruit on the table. And also, let me get into the name of this because this is important. This corn represents the children in the family, and if you do not have children, then you always at least have two, because we believe that as a community that we are responsible for one another. So even if you don't have children, you have two corns here on the table, which basically represents the children of the community. Okay, so actually I will put the name, if I learn how to do it, right here, because I forget the name of it, but that is Kwanzaa. And happy Kwanzaa for those who are celebrating, and happy Kwanzaa to some of my Black friends that don't celebrate it but wanted to learn more about it. Welcome to Tribe. And also thank you for watching those who are not African American, not Afro Caribbean, Afro Latino, and you just watched the video because you wanted to know more about the holiday. Thank you and welcome. Please put some hearts, put some flowers down below. Season's greetings to everybody, and I will be doing another video here to close out the year. Blessings and walk with love. Thank you, and please hit like, share, and subscribe to my channel. My name is Joyelle Zealous. Peace.